I love Demon Slayer, but I have three main problems with it. The first is after they've cut off the demon's head. The second is, I'll say, the Moroku Zenitsu problem. And Inosuke, yeah, joining.
The lighting in my room is so bad. I need to buy a new light, but I'm either cheap or I'm too poor. Okay, so the next problem I have with this show, per se, is I'll call the Moroku problem. So, who is Moroku? He's from Inuyasha, and, to me, he's the clear inspiration for the character of Zenitsu. And Inuyasha, he travels with him and Kagome, and falls in love with Sango, but he's constantly cheating and looking at other women in Inuyasha, more as a punchline, but, it's still, at the end of the day, the same effect. But he still gets rewarded at the end of the story and has like 3 kids and winds up with Song. Okay, so my first problem with Demon Slayer is what I like to call with the off with your head problem with the story. And to me it's just kind of the same or worse as time goes on. Okay, so I just watched the entertainment arc. They have up to episode 11, at least on Hulu, last time I checked. I've already watched it through 3 times, so I'm kind of a big fan of this show. They always have to, I don't feel you have to explain the past life of the demon. I mean, I'm not sure if it's because he's trying to give more background on these characters, or like trying to fill out the story. But okay, like there's these demon siblings, right? And they're upper sex or whatever. And Tanjiro draws the conclusion, like, if this had been us, it could have been us, because if we had gone down a different path, we both could have been demons. And it's like, okay. I mean, I guess I get that comparison, because his sister is a demon, but he became a demon slayer. But in the case of these other siblings that they just defeated, they both became demons, and she was like abusing her power as the head of the entertainment district or whatever, and he just was a enforcer guy, whatever. Okay, so the other one that really stands out to me is Rui. He's the spider demon guy. He's like lower 5 or something, so he's like, super powerful. And his whole backstory, once his head is cut off, very anticlimactically, by the way, he didn't think his parents loved him, which I guess I can relate, man, but at least one of them. So, once his, like, I think he kills his mother or something, and his father, like, gets mad at him about that or whatever, and, like, once his head is cut off, he realizes, oh, his parents did love him, which I guess good for you. Okay, so now moving on to the actual character. The guy's name is Zenitsu. He's obsessed with, what's her name? I forgot her name, so it's just gonna be Girl. Girl of the main 4. I mean, I remember Tanjiro, Inosuke, Zenitsu, and Girl, because, like, that's her main thing, is to have random power-ups, and, I guess, be cute. I don't know. So, like, Zenitsu, like, chases her around, and, we're introduced to this guy with his arms like around a woman on the road. You know, Tanjiro meets him first, and he's like, "Oh, you gotta marry me so I can have descendants, cause I'm gonna die for sure, whatever." Which, by the way, is also another tie-in to Moroku, because Moroku has this thing on his hand where it's like the wind tunnel, and it's eventually like gonna, like, it killed his father, right? Because it like sucked, it like, the wind tunnel like grows too big and like sucks up like a 10-yard radius, including the other person, to like oblivion or whatever. So like, this guy's even only competent when he's asleep, by the way, which, and unlike every, Tanjiro and Inosuke, it seems like he's only learned one form of, lightning breathing or whatever the heck it's called, and it's like, to me, like, super broken, because, like, he'll just, like, go from being a joke character, like, 90% of the time, he's just like, Tanjiro, where are you, Tanjiro? Where's your sister? And then he, like, suddenly snaps, and, suddenly he's competent and is defeating the enemy, and, super serious, and, whatever. So, spoiler alert, he actually winds up with Tanjiro's sister, which, I guess indirectly is, like, rewarding him for this behavior. I mean, you'll never guess, based off of just watching the show, who Tanjiro winds up with. Go ahead, guess. It's Kanao.
Okay, so my last problem with the show is, why does Inosuke even join Tanjiro's team? I mean, like, is it just to, like, get stronger? Or, like, they wanted him in the show? I mean, like, when, like, the first season we're introduced to Inosuke, he's constantly, like, challenging Tanjiro and, like, beating him up and, like, just generally violent person. So, yeah. I mean, if I was going to hang out with someone like that, I would not be friends with them. I would want to talk to the manager. But anyways, I don't think they give a good reason why he joins the main cast. So that's just my opinion.
Thank you for watching my expert takes on why the main problems I have with Demon Slayer. Check out my podcast, my Twitter, and have a good day, bro.